So let us take a few more questions on electronics and communication engineering. Define sequential circuit. What is a sequential circuit? Sequential circuit, the output variables are dependent not only on the present input present input, but also they depend upon the past history of the input variables. Not only upon present, but past input variables also. These are called sequential circuits. Then comparison between combinational and sequential circuit. First is memory unit is required in combinational circuit. Memory unit is this is not required here in combination, but memory unit is required in sequential circuit. Parallel adder is a combinational circuit. Serial adder is a sequential circuit. What do you mean by the present state? The information stored in memory element at any given point of time is the present state of the sequential circuit. What do you mean by next state? The present state and the external inputs determine the outputs and the next state of the sequential circuit. State the types of sequential circuits: synchronous sequential circuit and asynchronous sequential circuit. Define asynchronous, synchronous. So synchronous will start with the synchronous sequential circuit. The sequential circuit which is synchronous, the signals can affect the memory element only at discrete instant of time, not always. Asynchronous sequential circuit. In these asynchronous sequential circuit, changes in the input signal can affect memory element at any instant of time. That is why it is not synchronous, that is asynchronous. Give the comparison between asynchronous and synchronous sequential circuits. So sequential circuits, asynchronous sequential circuit. First, the memory elements are clock flip-flops. Okay, in this synchronous, here memory elements are either unclocked flip-flops or time delay elements. So memory elements are either unlocked flip-flops, unlike the clocked flip-flops, or it may be time delay elements. The second is synchronous sequential circuit is easier to design, and asynchronous is quite difficult to design. Define flip-flop. We have already seen this. Flip-flop is a sequential device that normally samples its input and changes its output only at the time determined by the clocking signal. What is the race around condition? We have already seen this. In JKLI, the output is feedback to the input, and therefore changes in the output result change the input. So due to this, in the positive half of the clock pulse, if J, K are both high, they both are 1, then output toggles continuously. And this condition is race around condition. What are types of shift register? This already we have seen. So these are serial in, serial out, serial in, parallel out, parallel in, serial out, parallel in, parallel out, bidirectional shift register. Next question is state the type of counter. So there are two type of counter: synchronous counter and asynchronous counter. Comparison between synchronous and asynchronous counters. Asynchronous and synchronous. In asynchronous counters, flip-flop are connected in such a way that output of first flip-flop drives the clock for the next flip-flop. In synchronous, there is no connection between the output of first flip-flop and clock input of the next flip-flop. In asynchronous counters, all the flip-flop are not clocked simultaneously, while in synchronous counter, all the flip-flops are clocked simultaneously. Now we have this each flip-flop has a T of 50 nanosecond. The operating frequency, maximum operating frequency for mod this 32 ripple counter will be, see, it will just be 5 into 50 nanosecond. Why? Because this means 2 to the power 5 into 50, that is 4 megahertz. What are secondary variables? Present state variables in asynchronous sequential circuits are secondary variables. What are excitation variables? Next state variables in asynchronous are excitation variables. What is fundamental mode sequential circuit? Fundamental mode sequential circuit. See, input variable changes if the circuit is stable in fundamental mode sequential circuit. Inputs are levels, they are not pulses. Only one input can change at a given time in fundamental mode sequential circuit. Now what is pulse mode circuit then? In this, the input are not levels but pulses. Width of the pulses are long for circuit to respond to the input. The pulse width must not be so long that it is still present after the new state is reached. This is pulse mode circuit. What is the significance of state assignment? In synchronous circuits, state assignment are made with the objective of circuit reduction. So asynchronous circuits, its objective is to avoid critical races. This is the significance of state assignment. When do the race condition occur? When two or more binary state variables change their value in response to the change input variable, as we have just seen in the JK version. What is non-critical race then? Non-critical race. Final stable state does not depend on the order in which the state variable changes in non-critical race, so race condition is not harmful. What is a critical race then? The final stable state depends on the order in which the stable or state variable changes, so race condition is harmful. Why does a cycle occur? Asynchronous circuit makes a transition through a series of unstable state, that is why the cycle occurs. What are the different techniques used in state assignment? Shared row state assignment, one hot state assignment, these are the different techniques used in state assignment. What are the steps for the design of asynchronous sequential circuits? First, construction of primitive flow table, reduction of flow table, state assignment is made, and then the realization of primitive flow table. What is a hazard? Unwanted switching transients are hazard. What is static 1 hazard? Output goes momentarily 0 when it should remain at 1. So when it goes momentarily to 0, when it is supposed to remain at 1, this is static 1 hazard. Then what is static 0 hazard? The opposite. The output goes momentarily 1 when it should remain at 0. What is dynamic hazard? Output changes 3 or more times when it changes from 1 to 0 or 0 to 1. Output changes 3 times. Dynamic hazard. What is the cause for essential hazards? Unequal delays along 2 or more paths for the same input. These are the cause for essential hazard. What is flow table? Flow table. State table of an asynchronous sequential network is a flow table. What is a SM chart? SM chart. This describes the behavior of state machine. SM chart used in hardware design of digital system. SM chart. What are the advantages of SM chart? System machine chart. Easy to understand the operation and easy to convert to several equivalent forms. What is primitive flow charts? One stable state per row is primitive flow chart. What is combinational circuit? We have already seen that. The output depends on the given input. It has no storage element, unlike the sequential circuit. What is state equivalence theorem? See, two state S, say S A, S B, they are equivalent if and only if for every possible input X sequence, the output are same and the next states are equivalent. That is, SA T plus 1 is equal to SB T plus 1. That is, this A is subscript. So the next state are equal, and when the ZA is equal to ZB, then also SA will be equal to SB. So the two states, they are only equivalent if and only if every possible input X, whether it be X or Z, the output states are the same, and the next state is ZA, ZB, are equivalent. If these are two conditions which makes the third condition. So if T plus 1 state of A at T plus 1 time and state of B at T plus 1 time, they are equal, and this ZA and ZB are also equal, then we say that SA and SB are equivalent. Now what do you mean by distinguishing sequences? Two state S, A and SB of sequential machine are they are distinguishable if and only if there exists at least one finite input sequence which, when applied to this sequential machine, it causes different output sequence depending on whether SA or SB is in the initial state. These are the distinguishing sequences. Prove that the equivalence partition is unique. Just consider that there are two equivalence partition they exist, say PA and PB. All these are subscript. This is PA, okay, subscript. So PA and PB, see, these are two equivalent partition, PA and PB, okay, and PB and PA. So these state that there exist two state Si and Sj which are in the same block of one partition and not in the same block of other. So if Si and Sj are in different blocks of say Pb, there exists at least one input sequence which distinguishes is Si and Sj, and therefore they cannot be in the same block of Pa. Define compatibility. State S, two states, say Si and Sj, they are said to be compatible states if and only if for every input sequence that affects the two states, the same output sequence occurs whenever both outputs are specified and regardless of whether Si or Sj are in the initial state. Define the merger graph. The merger graph is defined like this. It contains the same number of vertices as the state table contains states. A line which is drawn between these two state vertices indicate each compatible state pair. So if two states are compatible, no connecting line is drawn. This is the merger graph. So this was about a few more questions, and we'll be taking more of these shortly. Thank you.